Hi, it's Coach Christine. This is my podcast. It's the Your Empty Nest Coach podcast. And today I answer the question, Christine, my child isn't in college. Can you still help me? And this is episode 111. I work with mothers of high school students and beyond who are in the trenches with sad and possibly overwhelming thoughts about what their life will look like when their baby heads to college and begins to leave the nest. My client's big question is, what will I do with my time? Is this you? I've been there and I get it. Empowering you to write the next jaw-dropping, amazing chapter in your life is my passion. I am energized by leading you in the process of exploration and am thrilled when you unlock the power that lies within you. This podcast is my gift to you. Hello, my empty nest friend and CEO of your life. What amazingness are you up to today? I'd love for you to share it with me. Visit me over on Instagram at Empty Nest Coach or send me an email. podcast@youremptynestcoach.com and tell me what amazingness you are up to. And this is your amazingness. You could have finished writing a novel, or maybe you managed to get out of bed despite not wanting to. We celebrate all wins here, and I get excited when you win, so don't hesitate to share them with me. Woohoo, let's do this. Thanks. Thank you. It's time to thank our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by my membership community, the GPS Support Flock, your flight to success in the empty nest. If you are ready to find the GPS of your life, sign up to receive an immediate and free download of my PDF, How to Find Yourself in the Empty Nest, our GPS Life Principles document. You will also have the opportunity to learn about our community. See the link in this episode's show notes or fly on over to my website, youremptynestcoach.com. Click the GPS Support Flock button. See you soon! Someone reached out to me recently for some help with empty nesting and made the mention, but my child isn't in college. We talked back and forth a bit and hopefully she found my insight helpful. So here's the thing. I do have a lot of episodes focused on college. And this is why. If I can catch some of you mamas before you hit the super empty nest permanent years, and I'm able to help you prepare for the transition, then I feel like I will have been able to assist not only you, but also your child or children and potentially others in the house. If you are feeling peaceful about where you are as your child leaves, then you will be able to enjoy the moments leading up to it more. Now, all that being said, the lessons I teach are life lessons. Whether your child is heading to college, the armed services, an apartment out on their own, off to get married, or if they are only 7 years old and it just hit you that they will leave one day, I'm here for you. If your child left 2, 10, or 20 years ago and you're still having some trouble adjusting, I'm here for you. Here's the underlying message I want you to hear. I'm here for you. Guess what? If you're a father, I'm here for you. Most of my episodes that are specific to college are labeled appropriately in the title. You may find many of my examples are around college situations, but adjust the who, what, and when to your own life and see how that works for you. And if you would like to give me an example for future episode topics, I'm always open to your ideas. I'm creating this for you anyway. Well, to be perfectly honest, part of me creates it for my daughter too. Should I not be on this earth when she hits these years? And also, while I don't listen to every podcast episode back all the time, but sometimes when I'm stuck on something, I'll go, wait, I did an episode on this, and I'll find that it's actually crazy helpful. So isn't that weird? When you think about it, I create an episode motivated by my future self. My future self then goes back and gains insight from my past self. Whoa. Might be a bit too much. Anyway, back to college or not. In the end, all of us, mother or not a mother, young or old, rich or poor, are left alone with our thoughts. And our thoughts about the happenings in our life have more power than most of us realize. I talk about this in my episodes, of course, and it is the underlying principle in all that I teach. So if you are a single 35-year-old male who enjoys my podcast, thanks for listening. If you are a 65-year-old woman who entered the empty nest 15 years ago and still figuring out how to navigate it all, thanks for listening. Again, adjust the examples as needed. Pick the episodes as needed. And I would love to know that you are listening. Send me a message. You'll make my day. I guess you could be wondering if you're welcome in our GPS support flock. Honestly, if you like this podcast, then yes, of course. You're welcome to join. In the flock, I'm able to assist with accountability. I'll cheer you on, and I have a place where you can ask anonymous questions. Have a question? Just let me know. The questions I have for you in this episode are, 1, is the empty nest part of your life at this moment? And 2, do you see how what I teach can benefit anyone?
Hi, Rachel Lancaster here, midlife mentor from magnificentmidlife.com. My top tip today is to remember what you're told on the aeroplane. Always tend to your own mask first before helping someone else. If you don't look after yourself, you'll do a pretty poor job of looking after anyone else.
Do you have a quick tip to share with my listeners? Don't forget to share it with me. Information on how to do so is in this episode's show notes. Well, that's a wrap. Guess what? You are amazing. See ya. Visit me over on Instagram at EmptyNestCoach or an email, podcast@youremptynestcoach.com would help. If I can catch some of you mamas before you hit the super empty, permanent empty nest, how many super Still listening? As I gather my thoughts for this script, it is August 29th of 2020. Our world just lost the beautiful, creative soul of Chadwick Boseman from his battle with colon cancer. My husband was diagnosed with colon cancer, stage 3, at age 38. Sounds about the same age. Working through the treatments is no joke. People do it. So many people will never know about. And some you'll know everything about. It sucks. Cancer sucks. Death sucks. I mentioned Chadwick Boseman and colon cancer today because, well, anytime colon cancer is in the news, it hits home for our family. And please don't think for a minute that you can't get it because you aren't older than 50. Obviously, it happens. So don't ignore symptoms. Get to your doctor if you have any doubts and trust your gut if you feel something isn't right. I'll link to resources on colon cancer in my show notes.